Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chor and this is Anthropology. Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. In today's video, it's going to be a more of a sit down chit chat type video. So grab a tea, grab a coffee, put me on, pretend I'm a podcast, and let's just talk through some things. I'm filming this in March. I'm talking about June, July of 2021. I basically decided to delete more or less all of my social media, obviously, except for YouTube. So I do not have Instagram, I do not have Facebook, I do not have TikTok, I do not have Twitter. I will get into the reasons why I deleted these platforms in another video if that's something that people want, but in today's video, I'm going to be going over how deleting these platforms and unfollowing social media influencers on these platforms helped me discover my own personal style and also helped me transform my life for the better in a fashion related sense. I have 3 different outcomes that have basically come out of me deleting social media in relation to finding my personal style. And I'll be getting through them. I'll leave timestamps below. I'll also put in chapters so you can skip through if maybe there's one that you're more interested in, more relevant to you. But either way, the 3 are, so no longer being exposed to anything and everything that social media pushes on us, no longer being exposed to influencers themselves, and then the final one being more focus on slow/low consumption, just given that I'm not being marketed to 24/7 anymore. So if this is something that interests you, definitely keep watching. Also, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting if you have gone through this yourself. If you're thinking about deleting social media, don't know where to start, just anything in general, I love to engage in the comments, so I'll see you all down there. All right, so the first point I'm going to get into is no longer being exposed to all of the bags, basically all the bags, all the products, whether that be sort of new trendy items, being exposed and pushed upon us in every cycle. So what I mean by this is if we think back to the Dior saddlebag launch, that's basically more or less the catalyst of when people became aware of influencer marketing and, well, not aware of influencer marketing, but aware of the scale of influencer marketing. So I don't know exactly when it was. Basically, it was when the relaunch of the Dior saddlebag happened a few years ago. All of the prominent influencers on Instagram primarily, and a lot of them also have YouTube channels, were given the Dior saddlebag to market to everybody. They were given it in advance, and they all basically posted a picture with the bag on the same day. So what this created was buzz around the bag. Everyone was like, who are these people posting about it? Why are they posting about it? Why are they all posting about it at the same time? Is this a big deal? Should we be interested in this? What is this bag? So it created a lot of buzz and talk around the item itself, and it created a lot of people wanting to purchase the bag. So they did this obviously intentionally. They did it all at the same day, same time essentially. It sort of took everybody off guard. It was like this big surprise launch. So obviously this bag was a re-edition. It was a re-release. Similar Prada re-edition, they did the same thing. Also, Louis Vuitton is huge in this. They give influencers basically every single bag that they ever make. So the Cousin bag, that was a huge one when that one first launched. It was basically only influencers wearing it. Also the Prada Clio bag, when that first came out, only influencers wearing it. And basically what they do is they put it on to try to influence you to purchase it. So one thing that deleting social media helped me with was no longer being exposed to this cycle. Sure, here and there on YouTube I see it, but I'm no longer exposed to it on the Explore page of Instagram. I'm no longer exposed to it on just following in the timeline of these people on Instagram. And obviously the timeline and the algorithm is basically meant to optimize you staying on the application. So everything is not as posted. It's basically a rejumble of when things are posted to keep you engaged. So I'm no longer being exposed to this cycle where every new item is being just shoved in our face and I'm not basically getting any FOMO. So how it works is like, oh, you visualize yourself, you see yourself with the bag, and then you start to feel like you want to get on the train while it's hot so you can be relevant. And this is especially true for smaller creators as well, because you want to jump on trends, you want to basically contribute to the cycle, because then you would have the hopes of joining the other side yourself, basically having people consume your content, having brands reach out to you, etc., etc. This is fairly dangerous just because we're being subliminally marketed to and everything's being pushed upon us. It's not like these influencers going out there and being like, this is a complete match for my style. I love it so much. I want to share this with my followers. It's more so the brand saying, here's our new release, please push it to your followers in the hopes that your followers will purchase it. I never really bought into the trends around, or I never really bought into the bags that were being heavily pushed, like the Louis Vuitton Cousin bag. That one does absolutely nothing for me, and they also just raised the price by like $1,000, and I'm like, well, why would I spend however much it is? I think it's like $8,000 in Canada now, and I'm like, it's ugly. Like, no. So that's one thing that I found very beneficial about deleting social media. So on that same trend, or on that same line, is no longer being exposed to the style of influencers. So influencers obviously have a style that's distinct to them. They are style icons within themselves, within social media, but they also follow and really propel trends. And this obviously gets dribbled down into everybody else through different means, whether that be by purchasing the designs that they're actually wearing, or by purchasing sort of lower end, more mass-produced versions, whether that be through Zara, H&M, Uniqlo, you name it, whatever is more accessible to you. And with this, it's like you may identify with certain pieces, but oftentimes now we see like the Kylie Jenner effect with all the Instagram and TikTok effect. Everyone sort of is dressing the same on these platforms. Because they are driving the style, their followers are emulating that style, essentially following their style. And no one really has any creativity anymore if you are a part of this large group of people. So I was also a part of that. I had no idea what my personal style was. I was basically just like, ooh, I identify with this, I identify with that. Maybe I'll try to emulate that or purchase that. But then it's like, that wasn't me. That was me doing them, if that makes sense. So by deleting social media, by getting rid of these platforms, by unfollowing all of the influencers that were quite large and obviously driving these trends, I basically had time to find my own style. What that style is, I don't consume that much at the end of the day. I don't want to consume that much, but I thought that I did. I thought that I wanted to consume a certain style, but then I've been tracking what I wear, and all of the things that were a part of that I purchased, I don't wear. And then basically I just wear like the same like 4 t-shirts, and like I wear the same like Lululemon joggers. It's really interesting to see sort of what I was influenced to buy, and then what I actually want to buy, and then what I wear out of all of that. So then on that same note, we're transitioning to the final point, which is larger focus on slow/low buy initiatives within myself. So this year I'm looking at really slowing down how much I consume and really limiting how much I consume. So I really have, as I mentioned before, I started to track what I wear in a spreadsheet. I can link the spreadsheet below. It's from a Canadian minimalist YouTuber. Her name is Christina something. I'll link her video that I got it from. You can check it out, download it, I highly recommend it. I've been using it since the beginning of February, so for a full month now. And it's been very interesting to track what I wear. And also I've been forced to look into my closet and really take things that I haven't been wearing and like force myself to wear them. If I see that I've been wearing something a lot, then I know that was a great purchase. If I see I haven't been wearing something that much, then I'll be forced to take it out again. And it really does eliminate that feeling that I'm missing something, or that I need to go get something else because I'm sick of what I'm wearing, when in reality I was wearing a very small portion of my clothing, but I was wearing those small pieces a lot of times. So it felt like my wardrobe was very small, when in reality I have so many clothes that I just wasn't accessing. So that's been really great to sort of take myself out of that cycle of constantly consume, want, feeling lack for everything, feeling FOMO for new items, whereas now I'm just shopping my own closet, and it's been great. So I'll get into another video on why I deleted social media and sort of what resources helped me delete social media, if that is something that people would be interested in. I'll leave it at this note. I highly recommend everyone at least take a 30-day detox if you're noticing that you sort of glaze over, just like mindlessly scroll like a robot for multiple hours on any of these platforms. Definitely reevaluate, look at your life, look at what you want for your life, and try to be just overall a bit more intentional in your actions if that's something that you want. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time, and please like, comment, subscribe. Bye guys.